worrying is asking for more of what you don't want. It's vibrational, it's energetic, it's focusing on something ultimately you do not want. Hi, I'm Rupda, and I'd like to talk about a topic that I say a lot in my retreats and my trainings. And many people have quoted me on this over the years. And that is, worrying is asking for more of what you don't want. Think about that. The more we worry, the more we're putting out what we don't want. It's vibrational, it's energetic, it's focusing on something ultimately you do not want. So I teach a little bit about this, of course, quite a lot actually, in this area. And it's also impacted my own life. At least 3-4 decades ago, when I started noticing that what I was attracting was not what I wanted. Then I had to do a bit of inner homework and take a look, actually, what do I want? And I also had to explore this piece around, do I have a right to have what I want? Am I worthy of having what I want? Whether it's a healthy relationship, whether it's having an income that is, gives me a certain level of freedom, whether it's having a home that I enjoy and live in, a community, friendships, social circles, all of these things I had to sort of negotiate within myself. Am I worthy of them? And that was a big step for me, because if I don't go there and I don't willing to ask that question, then I will keep going into my doubtful mind and my worrying mind and into mistrust. When I started to recognize, actually, there are things that I really long for and care for and want, and when I reconciled the pieces around my worthiness and saying, am I allowed to have these things? Then I was able to really say yes, not from a place of righteousness, but a place of, love or care or genuine, joy. And that was the difference, and I needed to feel that difference inside myself. Because then what it did is it helped me to distinguish these two parts, which was, one was saying from the place of love and joy, of wanting to experience these things, and the other was worry and doubt. And now I could actually distinguish these two parts within myself and notice that this part was, every time I would worry, it would create more of the same. I needed to create a voice that was counter to that, which was more connected to my heart, which was more connected to almost a lightness or a playfulness or a joyfulness in saying, yeah, I would really love to create. And I would love to create and also be able to have, a financial stability in that. So I'm not, in fear of anything coming, how am I going to pay my bills? The moment I started to go to the fear, I was in the worrying. The moment I started to go to the joy and the joy of imagining of having it and experiencing it, I went to a whole nother place inside myself, which vibrationally and energetically felt different. I felt like the possibilities of being able to have something, enjoy something, experience something was more alive in me. And this felt more contracted and limiting and actually quite debilitating. And if I listen to that voice in my head, it actually it's kind of depressing, if I'm honest. So then I have these two possibilities. One brings me down and one makes me feel expanded inside, warm inside, excited inside. And every single day I recognize I have a choice, because this part will try to creep in. And it has a very clever voice sometimes. It's disguised in a very intellectual dialogue, and it will try to seep in. And this also is really connected to my heart, which feels different. And I can feel it also through my body somatically. So that choice is always there. And what helps you to make that choice is awareness. Because when we're not aware, we can go to our default. And our default can sometimes bring us to where we don't want to be. Awareness helps us to create choice and go, okay, wait, I can see this voice is coming in on me. I can see, wait a minute, I know that I have a passion for this. I have a passion to want to go and step and do something differently, or to change my career, or to, meet somebody, or whatever it might be for you that you're facing in your life today that you want to step into. The big one, of course, is what holds people back and what brings people to worrying is the issue around trust. When people are mistrustful, especially in their capabilities and being able to feel like they can have something, then they often compartmentalize themselves in the same place, and they have limiting beliefs around that. When we start to move to this place, our passion, our longing, our joy, our excitement, much like when you see little kids running around in a playground, when you start to live, it really is a whole nother energetic feeling inside. And if you start to trust that, and you start to trust that it is part of you, and that it belongs to you, and you can actually give more space and time to that trust, and let yourself experience it, even in little places where you can start to feel evidence of the trust actually is something possible, you will notice that this voice has less airtime than this voice that comes from here. Try it. Try even with small things in your life today, and you start to see evidence of that. Because this is very good at making you see evidence of what's wrong. And when you start to trust this and trust your passion and your joy and your aliveness, it will show you evidence of that too. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please share, and I hope to see you again.